just connecting all seven, but then just doing a bit of a tether below and tether above, and letting like a filling sensation occur, feeling really strong. Um, so yeah, looking forward to it. It's interesting today because this is obviously a prelude to what JJ's doing next week and what we're also doing next week. Um, and so I just really have this idea of like going back to basics and getting the basics correct. You know, we all started with the seven chakras to some level. So letting that be our base that we can build from. And so yeah, just an invitation to really let your inner child lead you with some of the things we're going through today to make it as simple as possible, because overcomplication will get in the way of just the clearing, the prepping, and just the embodiment that will come. Next week will follow on from this, but it will be a different style, and we'll have a lot of support for the next one because the next one is true master weaving stuff. So this is the basics. We've got it all nice and connected now. We can be nice and flowy and
welcome to my humble abode. This is the most beautiful, I thought, for a rainbow bridge to join us in the physical. So here we are.
Wow, it's beautiful.
One of my favorite spots. Perched.
Oh, where are we? It's beautiful.
that looks great.
We're essentially, the intention for today is just like Jake was saying, kind of going back to the basics. We're going to be focusing on the chakras. We'll be doing a group Holy Fire Reiki healing experience. I am a Holy Fire master, so I'll be leading that experience. And then as we get to the that'll basically be a guided meditation. Last about probably 20-ish minutes. And then we'll do some breath work in the beginning to kind of settle ourselves into the body, some somatic movement. And then I'm going to turn it over to Jacob for the attunement portion. So maybe just taking a minute here to start bringing your awareness to center and set your intention for this space. Feel free to tone, move your hands, speak light language. This is a good point too to at this time, allow yourself to switch from a giving mode into that receiving mode. Begin to imagine yourself outside. It's a warm, sunny day. You start to sense the sound of water. A soft, soothing, bubbling stream. Now imagine yourself slowly walking beside this beautiful river. It's gentle, radiant, and alive. This is the river of peace. Feel the grass beneath your feet, the warmth of the sun on your face, your shoulder, the peace in the air. The river whispers, all is well, all is well, all is well. Let that vibration wash over your body. It pours down through every chakra, opening aligning and activating from the crown down to your root chakra. Take a deep breath here. And exhale. Let this frequency move through your body, gently dissolving any tension and softening your heart space. Let it restore harmony to every layer of your being. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the river. You are the connection between heaven and earth. You carry this peace within you. You are the embodiment of it. Experience. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Jacob here.
These chakras are all been so beautifully healed and retuned, and are all so buoyant in energy now. So what my task is here is to begin to reconnect them. So just taking a second to call in whatever guides that you know are excellent weavers and threaders. This is now time to allow your your hand light language to come online, because as much as you've done the work on each chakra, we've now got to connect them. And we're going to create new threads as well. So if it feels most comfortable, you can actually return back to that river of peace and find yourself a rock to sit within, and allow those rainbow frequencies to almost turn into like crystalline threads. Still maintain your weaving using the water flowing through the river of peace, and your own threads of light connecting the earth star and the root. Noticing how these roots have their own intelligence, have their own organic pulse. I can feel some inner children are working really fast now, so really allow this mountain of energy to come up through the bottom of you, up through the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus now, connecting it, making sure they're going both ways as well. These connection cords are flowing up and down, up and down. And if you still haven't used the waters, allow the waters to really purify and almost help with this crystalline nature of the cords, creating a stronger cord now, really calling on your expertise, your maybe past life incarnations of weaving, of creating cords, of being a creator and an architect, really designing your own cords and threads here. You may notice that the area around you is beginning to just gain a bit of a vortex energy, almost as you're threading through so much energy, but there's a containment around you, especially with this river. It allows for time to move through. If you're noticing the energy is getting quite intense, you can now just engage your heart to induce the quantum field and let that beat. Allow you to arrive within the waves of the quantum. Threading through now. Our crown is our connection point to source, but in some way we're all part of source, and we could all be parts of the brain connected in that way. So as we reach to this crown point, it is just that connection to source as we operate as source at this one time. So there is no greater, there is no low, it's just as above, so below. So now we flip it and we go up through and be this connection point. if you could just begin to now just have a bit of a swirl in your own seat, whether that's clockwise or anti-clockwise, just starting from your coccyx and just noticing as you begin to move in the space in this way, these cords begin to bend with you but aren't restricted. And now you can move with the constant flow of energy going both ways, allowing us to move now in the 3D with this energy. It doesn't suddenly stop because now we've engaged it and we know. And begin to just use your breath to re-enter yourself. And if you had your eyes closed, you can allow yourself to fill up from your core, up through your chest, throat, back of the head, and out through the eyes to the space. Thank you, everyone.
So amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for that take. I'm low-key speechless. I'm like really, really blown away by that technique. I saw so many things, but I would love to hear from everybody else if you're open and aligned to share. We are in a field of quantum flow, zero-point energy. So I would love to hear what came through for you in the healing experience or the chakra.
So I showed when we started kind of where I am, and I've just been just watching this gorgeous sunset this whole time. But what was most interesting to me is when we were talking about the river of peace, and like as the sun was going behind a little cloud, it was reflecting and making this beam of light that was looking to me like a rainbow. So all of a sudden it just shifted my whole perspective, and I'm seeing Rainbow River like as a giant pillar through this lake. And JJ was talking not too long ago about working with the Great Lakes, and where I'm at is the Great Salt Lake. And so I'm like, okay, it's all connected. But that was probably the most profound piece of it for me, was just working with that giant this giant infrastructure. And it almost feels like I was also kind of seeing a vortex within that. And so it's almost like just calling in the templates and the crystalline codes, like through this vortex, through this holographic portal, if you will, and just kind of witnessing it and holding space for that. And so I'm just super humbled and in deep gratitude, and just feeling honored for the opportunity. And thank you all for putting this together and weaving with us together. So thank you so much. I'm complete.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was an awesome reflection. Almost just want to like watch it from your point of view. Oh man, that's so great. And Lenny sent us a picture. Wow, look at those codes. Wow, so beautiful.
Wow, what an experience that would have been, watching the sunset during that. Oh my God, that's incredible. Yeah, very cool. I've actually got like stuff on the Holy Fire. That was incredible. That was nuts. I've never experienced something like that. Yeah, surreal. So definitely a beautiful ability there that I hope people can recognize and have the opportunity to experience that way that I have today. Because yeah, it was amazing.
On the one that you were doing, the Chakra Attunement, I just had so many visuals. Like I'm watching these like crystalline threads, and then like kind of just listening along, and then weaving them, and then I'm watching almost like these wheels of color too. And it was interesting because like normally you think of like a toroidal that goes up and out, and that's kind of what I was seeing. I was seeing kind of like the vertical column of that plane of inertia, essentially. So it was a lot of like vertical frequencies, like moving up and through and out, and then I'm watching the different colors kind of just like make that connection. I think this is a good spot to close this out. Yeah, just calling back any energy that is ours to us, cleansed and cleared, any energy that was used for this that is not ours, calling that back, sending it into the void, into the 0 point, cleansed and cleared, to be transmuted and alchemized back to source. Deep gratitude for the Rainbow Bridge, all of the frequencies that assisted us, all of the guides, fairies, any high frequency beings that assisted with us, sending you deep love, deep gratitude. Bringing this container, this sacred space to a close. And you can seal it with your light language, or kind of like, I like to just kind of weave a symbol signifying that we are closing, sealing this, updating the Akashic as well. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is.
Next week will follow on from this, but it will be a different style, and we'll have a lot of support for the next one, because the next one is true master weaving stuff. So this is the basics. We've got it all nice and connected now. We can be nice and flowy, and the most important thing